AITA for having an unprofessional voicemail on my phone. It goes like this. You've reached op. You're hearing this because I am either busy, driving, or I do not recognize your number. If you are important, you'll leave a message. If you are work trying to call me in on my day off, your offer better be good. Otherwise, have a good day. I have received calls attempting to call me in on days off. And I've been called into the office and spoken to by my boss saying it is unprofessional to have such a voicemail. And it hurts me as an employee because it somehow shows I am unreliable even though I work my ass off every day I work. I've even been threatened to be fired over it. AITA? In TA they shouldn't be calling you when you're off work. NTA. Seems to me boss doesn't like being reminded that no one likes to be pestered on their day off. Unless it's a work phone. Your boss can mind their business. Tell him if he doesn't like it, he can stop calling you and text you instead. If you're using your phone for work reasons, then clearly they need to get you a work phone. Why are you working for this idiot? Is work paying for your phone? If not, NTA. If they are paying for it, you should probably change your VM. But I'm guessing it's your own personal phone so they can F right off. No. Unprofessional is just a euphemism used to describe anything that your employer doesn't like. I have 3 phone numbers. One is my landline. Yes, I still have one. I use this for forms and registration purposes. I almost never answer it myself and let it go to the answering machine. I have my personal cell number which is only for friends and family. I also have a Google Voice number which I also seldom answer. HR has this number. I also have a 4th number which is the work cell phone given to me when I am scheduled to be on call. If I am not on call, I do not have the phone. Just trying to stay one step ahead of the algorithm. Mine says something to the effect of, "Hi, you've reached the voicemail of the number you've dialed. And you're only hearing it because my provider wants to charge me more to turn it off." Can you believe that? Anyway, it's 2020. Because that's when I recorded it. And if you're still leaving voicemails, then you're part of the problem, and so if you're going to make me go through the steps to listen to your voicemail, then you'll have to sit there and listen to the whole damn thing. So if you really want to reach me, get with the times and send me a text message. Also, I'm just going to delete your message without listening to it. Have a nice day. My boss thought it was funny. I know because he texted me after. If work is paying for your phone and or service, I think it reasonable that they can dictate the VM. Greeting. If I were you, I get a Google Voice number for work if I have to use my own phone. Mine just says, "Ha. You're stupid. Use text." Edit. I'm deaf. My grandmother complained that mine was hard to understand and unprofessional. So I changed it to a mellow and easy to hear one. She didn't think it was me and went to her grave insisting that some unknown woman answered my phone when she called. Boss, your voicemail is unprofessional. Me. Yay, it's my private number. Absolutely not. It's setting a boundary, and honestly not even a hard one. I used to hire for a pizza place. And that's where I heard some unprofessional voicemails when calling people that applied. It never really bothered me. Just weirded me out a little when a high schooler has a 5-minute voicemail where he's obviously trying, or pretending, to be a drug dealer of some sort and follows it up with like shrieking. There were also plenty of fart noises in there. By the time it finally let me leave the message, I was having a hard time keeping a straight face. Your phone, your voicemail, your greeting. If boss is butthurt by a voicemail greeting, that's boss's problem. NTA. Lol. Mine says, Hey, it's name. Just send me a text because let's be real, it's not 1997. At one time I was so tired of collection calls from the phone number's previous owner that I recorded the "this line has been disconnected" message as my voicemail. My friends knew what my message was, so they just had to wait for the beep. This was before texting, so now that I am thinking about it, I may change my current voicemail to that with a message to text me after, so that the damnable robocalls will leave me alone. I have also used fax, modem tones and theme songs to shows from the 80s. Nothing like calling someone only to get Fraggle Rock. If it was a work-issued phone I'd say YTA. If it's your personal phone I'd say they can eat AD. I've never set up my voicemail box on neither my personal nor work phones. I've had people let me know my box isn't set up. I try to act all surprised, golly gee I'll get right on it. If it's important you'll text me. And if it's important I text you back. Mine is just a default recorded voice saying, "You've reached," followed by silence. Then a beep. Because I never bothered to record myself saying my name. If anyone was ever foolish enough to leave me a message, it has fallen into a deep dark abyss where it will never be heard by anyone ever. It does come across as unprofessional. And so what? It's also funny. If you're working where you are called to come in on your day off, that doesn't sound like what it's generally considered a professional trade. If you're wanting a change of scenery, point this out to your boss. Rolling on the floor laughing. If you work in the US but not in Montana, you can be fired for having a voicemail like this. You can also be fired for not correctly guessing what number your boss is thinking of. Between 120. Back in the day there was a feature called ringback tones. You were able to make the caller listen to something other than ring ring when they called you. Mostly songs. And you could use different songs for different people based on their caller ID. And I'm pretty sure they came out with a record your own ringback feature. Just a thought. Time to change your voicemail to something like, "You have reached op. Please leave your message after the beep. Beep. I'm sorry the voicemail is full, goodbye." Click noise. A few moments of silence. Then the beep. Just change it to the default. You've reached 1,234,567,890. Please leave a message.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.